Hello. How is everybody today? How y'all doing? Yeah, excuse my hairline. I ended up burning my forehead yesterday with a curling iron. Nothing new for me. See if anybody gets one here. All the cats are here today. Say hi, Jack. Yeah, aren't you handsome? Kitten? Hi. Look. Say hello. Hi. See if anyone gets on here. How you doing? How's everybody doing today? Figured I would see if Jess gets one here. Oh, hi, she said. How are you doing? Yeah, last night it was kind of like still in this uneasy feeling yesterday, and I'm good now. So, anybody getting hoovered lately? Anybody feeling the psychic attack? I can tell you what, it's been something that I've been dealing with for the past week and a half, and I don't know if it has to do with my natal chart stuff. I'm pretty sure that it possibly does, but it also possibly has to do with the fact that I had completely axed out a couple people that had tried to come back in my life. But I wanted to give a shout out to Jess B. I wanted to show you all what she had sent me, the care package she sent me. Uh, I'm extremely grateful for and excited about. So, see if anyone else gets one here. How you doing, Jack? Look. Isn't he so cute? Yes, he is. And yeah, I'll be coming on and be doing some uploads tonight. Um, I got my sense of brain back. It's been weird. It's been very weird, the stuff that I have been dealing with psychically and the attack I've been going through. So, I don't know, is the rest of you going through any kind of reminiscing, emotional ups and downs, psychic attack? Just wondering. Yeah. Well, make sure that you're staging yourself, keeping that energy clear, keeping your room clear. If you have crystals, that's one of the things I could say is I take my crystals and I hold them in my hands, and any pain I'm feeling, I push it into the crystals and then I clear them. So it it helps. By the way, I wanted to show you all this care package I got from a subscriber of mine who I had done energy work with, and I wanted to thank her. She sent me this card in the mail, and what she had wrote in it made me half tear up, but I'd helped her with getting free from some evil shit she was dealing with psychically, becoming psychically attacked, being drained, being siphoned, and more likely by a narcissist, I'd have to say, which many of us have been dealing with them. Not that I want to give them any credit because they deserve none. Um, these are the people who have actually, like I said, I think dealing with these frickin' people are the reason why we have awakened our power and the reason we have awakened our gifts at this time was to combat these motherfuckers. Just put it that way. I've dealt with them in every arena, like I said. I dealt with them at work, I dealt with them at church, I dealt with them in interpersonal relationships, I dealt with them in family. But she had sent me, she made this, sent me this, and it says, "Yet I am with you always, and you hold me by the hand," and it has a picture of my Jesus on there. And then she sent me this, which I was like, oh yeah. And I got this package last Friday. So I was able to actually clear it and put it up in my window for that full moon. She also sent me a box of sage, which I use all the time. Y'all know I'm burning sage forever and ever. Yeah, well, wait, this is what really, yeah, she does some amazing artwork. I saw that. It was during the time I was doing a reading, and she had this piece. Yeah, well, use them both, and just keep clearing your energy out. If you need to take salt baths, that helps release too. I know. It's amazing. I'm not sure where I want to hang it at yet. I'm not sure. I may end up switching some things out here in my room, but this is definitely getting hung up. So, everybody, it was weird because I did a reading, and I think it might have been the Lightworker reading that I did, where I said about, some of you are artists and do paintings and stuff like that. And just releasing while you're doing whatever it is that you are gifted in your ability to do actually sends out healing waves. If you put that intention into your craft and into your gift, that will actually send ripples out into the spirit realm, and people could actually be getting healed if you put that intention into what you're doing, including it helps release and heal yourself. And that was in the Lightworker reading, if you guys saw that. So I'm going to be doing another Lightworker reading too. I will be pulling the cards for that. Yeah. Well, we're only going to get stronger from here. Yes, we are. She sent me this card. I'll read it to you quick, what she said. A thank you offering and appreciation for all that you do for your subs, Lisa. You are helping and truly caring for others is a priceless gift. You are awesome. Thank you, and God bless you always. Much love and peace, Jess B. I'm not going to put her last name on here. But, yeah. Well, I came on today. I wanted to do this all throughout the week, and I've been kind of just getting my energy back to where it needs to be. And I found out last week and the week I was hoovered. Okay? By a flying monkey, in quotes. We have to label. But by proxy. I was hoovered by proxy, put it that way. And then another one where was a friend of mine decided she wanted to hoover too, and I was like, oh, no. I have set my boundaries. I don't want nothing to do with you, dude. Like, it's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't love you. It's just, I'm not putting my time into people who don't reciprocate and show me the same amount of time. And she got extremely offended. Well, sorry. Maybe you should have thought about the way you treat people. I'm not putting up with it no more. I'm done with these fucking people. Done. I'm not getting a reaction from me. I blocked her. I didn't want it to have to get to that. I really didn't. I didn't want it to have to get to the point where I had to block this person on Facebook. And what I said to her was completely not rude at all. I just told her what I basically said to you guys. I'm not, like, I pretty much know who's been there for me. And it's pretty much been, like, physically, in the physical, besides myself. But in the physical, in my life, it's been my kids, and even they're not around much, but my kids and my parents. And that's it. I had to do the work on my own. I'm tired of these fucking people thinking they can siphon my energy. They're all blocked now at this point. All of them. Say, Jack, we're done with these frickin' people. And if you don't have all those, the narcissists in your life blocked, get them blocked. Hey, how are you doing, Queen? There you are. I've got to show you what Jess B sent me as a thank you gift for when I did her energy clearing. She sent me some sage. There's a crystal that I have. I put it over here on my thing. This was a gift that was given to me. She sent it to me. It got to me right before this full moon. Look at this crystal. Because I use clear quartz when I actually do my energy clearings and stuff, so that it's not taking too much of a toll on my body. Sent me this little hand painted piece that she did. Yeah, she's an amazing artist. Absolutely amazing. Look at this. And it, like, legit, she put gems and stuff on it. I love it. She sent this stuff and I was like, absolutely, it made me cry. I was floored and very grateful for the subscribers that I have. I know. It's actually, obviously, it's Jesus on the cross. So, and she sent me a card with it too. It's just one of the coolest things that I've got in a very long time. And I'm very thankful, and thank you again, Jess. If there's anything I can do to help her with even selling her art, man, she does such a neat job. Look at the colors in this. It's beautiful. I wish you guys could actually see. How's it been? Nuts done. Pennsylvania. Having Democratic governor? No. Draconian motherfucker. Yo, like, it's been bad. It's not been good here. Not at all. They want to freaking talk about getting our kids and stuff back into school, but these kids, they're only allowed to have 15 kids on a bus. Thank goodness my kids are graduated. Well, it's our governor, too. I can't stand Tom Wolf. I cannot stand that man at all. He needs to go. The thing is these people get into positions of authority and high level positions of authority, and then they make all the rules for the rest of us. And we're supposed to be good little sheep and abide by their frickin' stupid rules. Well, that's not freedom in my opinion. Have freaking wanting to censor everybody on freaking Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and, well, not so much Instagram, but Twitter. People were censored all over the place. We all know I've come under such attack on freaking YouTube because, heaven forbid, I piss everybody off. I piss off religious people. I piss off narcissists, which are mostly religious people. I know. It's already started. It's a spiritual battle. I'm telling you, I felt like my energy was being siphoned. And then I see a reading, which I don't usually watch twin flame readings, but considering I was hoovered, hey, as long as it's in Aries, I could care less. And it's not in Pisces no more. No offense to Pisces. I like Mars being in my sign. I'm getting all kinds of ideas, and it's going to give me time to actually get my bearings straight to which route I'm moving toward. And like I said, I want to do another light worker starseed reading, and I decided I'm going to just put it out for the public, this new one. Fuck them. Yep, the last one they didn't need to know what we were doing. I'm going to, because it's going to be the post-eclipse one now, and everybody pretty much, I feel, has their marching orders. They pretty much have a good idea of what area the universe is moving them in. They've been seeking and asking, and time to start moving out. I'm gonna keep my YouTube stuff going, but there's some other things that I got in the works going. Oh, there goes my crystal. Of course, you ain't gonna hurt that. That's gonna put a divot in the floor. Yeah, so I'm kind of wondering what's going on with everybody in the community. So I'm going to do a light worker starseed reading. I'll just put it out. I do have mid-months to still do. Libras has been set out for a while. And I want to do light worker starseed reading after I do that one. So who should I do after that? I already did Aries and Capricorn. I have Libras laid out. Who should I do next? Hi, Jess. How you doing? Who should I do next? I could do Aquarius then, after Libra. Okay. Not a problem. That's what I'll do. I'll do Pisces after that then, since somebody said, selfishly asking. It's okay. I like doing Aquarius' readings. Jess is on the cusp of both, so she's on the cusp of, she's 0 degree Pisces, so she always thought she was an Aquarius. She's Pisces. 0 degree. So she has both energies. Okay. She said, what's your sign, hun? I forget. I know a lot of you will cross watch and watch for your moon and rising too. I'm doing good today, besides all week, it's been rough. It's the last week and a half being psychically hoovered. Okay. I'll do Taurus, even though they never give me many views. Sag, moon, rising. Okay. I'll write down the order. I'll just do them in how I see here. Aquarius, I have Libras laid out. I'll do Aquarius, and then I'll do Pisces, and then I'll do Sag, and then I'll do Taurus, and then I'll do Virgo, and then whoever falls in line after that. But hey, are any of you guys still freaking getting your energy siphoned from any freaking energy vampires, aka covert narcissists? I got a new channel I want you to check out. Yes, okay. Because there's a new channel I want you to check out. It's all about super empath, which I know many of you are empaths. And it's time you stand up to these fucking creatures. But there's a new channel I do want you to check out. Hey, Turtle Smith, how are you? It's been a long time since I saw you. Look. This was a gift from one of my subscribers. This huge crystal. I know. And she also sent me a thing of white sage. And I really need it too, because like I have like a little bag of it left. And I'm really hoping that the sage grows out there at the lady who gave me sage last time. And she made this little trinket, and it has Jesus on here, my boy. So she sent me a card too, which I did read at the beginning of this. If you guys... Oh yeah, well, that was me the last week and a half. That was me. Today has been probably one of the better days that I've had. Yes. Forgiveness. Don't forget. Hi, Marlene. Use it as a tool. Use it as a tool. How about you, Queen? Use it as a tool in your toolbox, in your arsenal. Because it's time. This new channel is called Empath Uprising. I mean, guys, check it out. Because I think most of the people on my channel are empaths. And you guys end up getting around some of these people and they drain you. I'm guilty of it too. And a lot of times it's when they're psychically attacking or hoovering. It's like they're usually, one of the things that I figured out, like overt narcissists aren't as, they're just right out there with who they are. They don't give a shit. You know? They don't care. But the covert narcissists are the sneaky little motherfuckers that come in acting like they're your friend, and then they turn around and bite you like a freaking viper. And you don't even realize what's happening until it's too late. And it's like, what did I do? They are sneaky. Oh, yeah. Yes, there is heavy swords energy at the moment. Mercury is stationed right now. It's about to turn direct. So we have that, and then we have Mars going retrograde, I think, September. So Mars goes retrograde. So well, I'm a lot more calmer these days. I mean, I did put out a video the other day where I was like, I really don't care. I really don't give a shit. You know, I mean, I care about other people's feelings, but I'm no longer going to be... We got to get out of this victim mentality and start the revolution, people. Yeah, we were victims at one point. We're no longer victims anymore. We need to get on the offense of these frickin' people. We're no longer victims anymore. Mm-mm. They might have created some bad shit in our lives. And then when they hoover by proxy, and you're like, because you're doing real good. Listen, you're doing real good. Moving forward. Moving forward. Full steam ahead. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Turtle Smith. And it seems like these people... Oh, dear Lord. Block him on email, too. And it seems like... And it seems like they come in like threes. You could just get bombarded. Because I've been bombarded with these fucking people. All around me all the time. And they're just... I think that those are the real cretins. The energy drainers. They get... Like I said, you think that everything's cool and good. And then all of a sudden they fucking bite you like a viper, and then it's like their poison is there. And like I said, I think you can have that happen. And the longer you stay in it, the harder it is to get out, man. The harder it is to freaking cut that. And to freaking get yourself removed. And time they come down. They be brought down low. But there is a new channel I want you guys to check out. And his videos aren't real long. They're like 10, 15 minutes. I'm probably going to be doing a collab video with this person. I've already talked to him on Instagram. It's Empath Uprising. It's about the super empath. So, y'all know if you go super... That's me most of the time. I can look very freaking mean. But it's a lot of times I'm railing against the insurrection of these fucking people. Yeah, well, fuck their dark night of the soul. They got to work on themselves opposite of you working on yourself. You need that separation time so you can heal. We can't do the work for them. Yeah, as we're healing, if they're a real divine person or whatever, I don't give a shit. If they're a narcissist, you can't be with them if you're an empath. You just can't. It needs chopped. Whether they're your divine counterpart or not. At this point. Find a soulmate. That's okay. It's true. Thank you. Hey, I've never claimed to be anybody else but who I am. And you want to know what? I get it. Like, my divine masculine is serving 5 to 15 years. But he did that to himself. And I don't want no part of him anymore. I'm done. D-O-N-E, done. And I've been finding out something. I figured it out last Friday. Watched Divine Conversations. That's the name of this other channel. You guys might know him. His name's Eric. He's hilarious. He did a reading last Friday called Done. Watch that reading. This was her husband of a very long time. Yeah, well, his reading last Friday, I figured out. Yeah, we all fall in love with potential. Can't fall in love with potential. Do you know why? Because we have the ability to see inside somebody's potential. Yeah, they come on and they're crying out, boo-hoo, little victim. They want you to do all the work, and then they blame you for everything that's going wrong in their life. Yeah, and you can't heal that way, Jess. You need to say no more. Whether they're divine or they're not. No more. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to get away. I've told you this for a year and a half. I didn't know either. And that's why I'm coming on and telling all of you. I know I did. And, yo, it's like one of those things. Hi, Liz. How are you doing? It's one of those things where it was... I can't control any of what you guys do. I can give you my advice. I can guide you. But it's ultimately your decision. I'm going to love you regardless of what your decision is. And I'm going to tell you the truth, too. Queen of Swords, how are you doing? Long time no see. Welcome aboard. But I'm going to tell you all the truth. I know. And I've told you all the truth since day one. No more entertaining these toxic people or these toxic relationships, whether they're a divine counterpart or not. Whether you feel they're divine, yo, even Layla I think she's from Russia, she said the same thing. Whether someone's a divine masculine, in quotation, or not. They might have been put into this world to awaken yo ass, but we can't have them in our life. They're not going to change. They won't change, and they get worse as they age. And it's these covert fucking people who end up, hey, how are you? Who end up freaking connecting to your energy. And then they siphon all your energy away from you. And you can't do anything right. They change the goalposts all the time. They always have something to blame on you. You're always to blame. It's always your fault. They could be selling drugs and doing all kinds of shit and they end up in jail, but it's still your fault. Oh, good. Well, I told everybody on this live, I want you guys to check out a new freaking channel. Because I know many of you are empaths. And many of you take on the energy of these fucking cretins. And it's time for you to get your backbone. And because I know you can. I believe in you all. And start moving now in your own power. And it comes with no contact with these people. You got to get on don't get on these narcissistic channels that, oh, we're poor victims. You got to get rid of that victim mentality. I'm not a victim. Even though I've dealt with these freaking creatures since I was a kid. I'm not a victim. Yeah, self-responsibility. We can take responsibility for ourselves. No contact is key. And it's here. These people are like heroin. I've told you all this. They're like heroin. And then if they can just find a little crack in your auric field, they'll reattach. It's not easy. I still get attacked psychically. They're psychic vampires. And they will freaking take your energy. For them, they've been doing this, okay. They've been doing this to the divine feminine. They've been doing this, I'm great. They've been doing this to the divine feminine for eons. Lifetime after lifetime, they've been selling us out. And when Eric said that, I knew this because earlier that week, it was Tuesday, the day I got my tooth pulled that didn't want to come out. That they had to cut down into my gum. I had a Hoover by proxy. I had a Hoover by proxy. And I wasn't upset with her, with the girl. I still like the girl. She's an Aries, for Pete's sakes. Exactly, Besh Queen Dare D. Exactly. Now it's time for them to learn their lesson. They can't just go around freaking harvesting everybody's energy. No more. But you have to put up the blocks. And you have to keep your home cleared. You have to keep your energy cleared. It's just, you have to. Yep. Use your crystals. Meditate. I did a few meditations yesterday. Make sure you're shielding yourself. And that was one thing that I don't do all the time. I don't do it every day. I've been getting into the practice of putting up my shield and making sure everything's, but when they hoover, yeah, this is the end of the cycle, Queen of Swords. This is the end, but we have to put our foot down and say no more. Well, we have to put up a shield like every day. Ground ourselves and meditate. Because that's one of the things that I was not. Yeah, the violet flame, that's the one. I have a great meditation. I'm going to see if I can, I'll get on here a minute. I'm going to see if I can find it and I'll put it down either as soon as I'm done with this. I'll put it down in the comments for meditation and then a grounding shield. Yeah, we all were taught wrong programming. Thank you for bringing that up. We have to deprogram, and I think that that's one of the things that the universe has been doing, especially like with me, is mind swiping a lot of the pain part of it. Well, letting me sit with the pain, letting me experience it, and then letting it go and saying, okay, enough. I get it. I understand what this is. And honestly, not have hatred or anger. Yeah, it's disgusting, and there is a lot of reasons why we should not. We just can't be in the presence of these people, and we cannot tolerate what they do anymore. Nope. Here's the other thing that I found out if you watch that DONE reading from Divine Conversations. I suggest you all do. He's great because he talks about the freaking. Yeah, it is. It is. And that's one of the things yeah, hurt people do hurt people, but you want to know what? It stops now. They're not getting any more supply from me. They're not getting any more supply from. I can talk about them with no. Yeah, Divine Conversations. Watch his last Friday reading for the weekend. It's called Done. Capital DONE, Done. Yeah. I've been telling Jess this. Jess was so close the last time, and he hoovered her back in, and I was like, I can't tell. I couldn't tell her what to do. I do know. I tried. I tried. I was like, well, I don't think it's a good idea, but I can't control. I'm not, you guys have to make your own decisions for yourselves. I'm still going to be here, and I'm still going to love you. He didn't like her watching my channel anymore either. He got pissed. Yeah, and you're going to figure out, like, it's going to, you're going to get your power back. It's going to take a little bit. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Done investing in those freaking creatures, and so I will be doing a collab video about what happened. I'm going to be exposing local government. Yes, I am. On another narcissistic channel. And what happened to me? Told them I wasn't fucking done with them. I meant it. I know. Well, she had to go through it one more time and actually sit there and be like, all right, everything Blue Flame had said, she knows. And I'm guilty too. I've taken people back, or I've broken no contact. But many of us, then we sit there and we're like, no, wait a minute. We're thinking we're good, which we are. We're thinking we're too good for these people, which we are. And yeah, that's a judgment card. Yeah, we have, because we want to try and, like, I'm good with the fact that I left our karma to the good, and it was him. I warned him. You freaking end up going ghost again. Like, I can understand a couple weeks from being switched from one facility to the next. Now, when he went 2.5 months and then only wrote me Pictionary, fuck that. You're smart enough not to write me Pictionary, dude. Sorry. Ain't happening. And then Like I said, I get hoovered by proxy. Last week, have I talked to him? Fuck no, I haven't talked to him. Do I want to? Fuck no, I don't even want to. I want nothing to do with that person. Yep. Sure does. I'm proud of you, Jess. Now we just have to stay away. Kitten, out. You're right in front. Out. Yeah. You know, and that's the thing. The bond might not break that easy. But you want to know what? I can tell you one thing. I dealt with this person. I worked with the person for 5 freaking years. Okay? So I had to see him every freaking day. I know you can cut off their energy supply. That's the hardest part, is figuring out how to freaking, like the hose, siphon that off. Like, cut that energy supply off. But you can't, you gotta go no contact. When I finally, after years of going no contact with this person after I left that job, I didn't think about him anymore, and then all of a sudden he freaking popped up. But I still had triggers with him though. Someone would bring up his name, and I'd be like, rah! Because the trigger was there, and that was years after what he had done. Like the triangulation, the abandonment, the rejection, over and over and over. And you want to know another thing I found out? These motherfuckers have been selling out the divine feminine for century after century after century. And remember how I come on here and say, I know I was burned at the stake before? I know I was freaking crucified before? Well, I come to find out, and Divine Conversations brought this up because he had heard it from another person. A lot of times, it was these divine, whatever they are, masculines, that would go around and tell people we were witches and we were crazy and we would die because of their big fucking mouth. They were selling us out for eons. And it's so weird. Because anytime I'm doing okay and I get my bearings back, I get hoovered by somebody. Because I've had them all my life. These creatures, I've had them in every arena. I can't go to church because they're in church. I can't go to I should be able to go to church, but I prefer not to. Because they would not understand what I do. Now, you guys are really... Yeah, they sold their own soul out. You're right. But then they sell us out. And yeah, we have to balance out the divine masculine and feminine in us, which we do. You know, which we have been. The divine feminine and some of the divine masculine have been doing this work. This isn't all divine masculines. I'm not just getting on them. Or should I say, the male and the female. Yes, it's a misogynistic thing, definitely. And they were... And I can go even a step further from that. A lot of times they did that because they were wanting a new wife or a new suitor. So they would have, you know how, because they weren't big on divorce back in the 18 and 17 and 1600s. So they'd just have us killed and call us a witch. So that they could pursue somebody else. So... Like I said, watch last week's Friday reading from Divine Conversations.
That was it. And it was like everything clicked. And I'm like, they're also standing in the way of you finding a suitable partner. I've been called worse too, but my God, back in the days where you were burned at the stake for being called a witch because you had psychic power, or you had prophetic power, or you were called a heretic, and they'd kill you for that. Yes, we are. Yes, they are blocking the divine feminine from finding happiness. These cats. So, and they will stand in your way till you legit remove that stumbling block out of your energy. Well, the cycle will end when we say enough is enough, Ska. And it's weird because anytime I try and date anyone new, I thought it was the people, and maybe it is, maybe it was other narcissists that I was dealing with, other coverts. I can't say that it's not because very well could be. But I also resonate with the fact that anytime I would start to talk to somebody else, it would be good. I wouldn't get my energy siphoned at first. And then after a week or two or three, it was like the divine masculine could feel it and start siphoning your energy and make you think it's this other person. So I'm not quite sure if it's because the divine masculines are freaking magicians. They're just as powerful as the feminines. And the cat's all went out now. These masculines are like freaking dark magicians. And that's what you have to do. Make the moves in silence. Real cheese move in silence like lasagna. Shout out to the nun. Oh, yeah. There's a huge change. I think I've had that too, people. Yeah, and it's like, I'm not saying definitely because the wounding was still there. And I'm not saying that these other people weren't covert narcissists. Yes, I know. I know. That's why I said 365-day fast for this girl, no sex. So I started that last week. And yeah, I've already been. Yeah, me too. I've already been since last November. I have not been with anybody. So it's going to be a long time. So y'all know that it was very little that I've dated people since starting this channel. Even when the divine masculine, like the dark, if we're right there, dark. Yeah, I know. Me too. They like to mess with, they love, if you're an empath or a super empath, they love that energy. However, if you're a super empath and when you have enough and you explode, and you go supernova on these fucking people, it does take a lot of energy to do so, but guess what? That's when they leave you alone. Yep. Well, I'm done doing shadow work for people. I have my own shadow work to do. They need to do their own, just like I had to do my own. Now it's their turn. They need to face themselves, just like I have to face myself. You know, the shadow work will probably never be done. But I'm tired of freaking beating myself up and putting myself under lock and key, and because these people are out in the world. I'm done doing it. I'm done obliging and falling back from because of being afraid to step out because of these narcissistic fucking people. I'm done with it. And I hope the rest of you will follow suit too. Yes, exactly. And those are the two chakras. Those are the. Say that. Hold on a minute. I gotta read that again. In order to learn, God actually told me to have sex because I was to learn lessons still only. They know. Yeah, we're the ones that have been triggering the divine masculine. We thought the divine masculine were the ones triggering us to wake up. Wrong. I'm not mad at God. I love God. God's the only way I got through this. Thank goodness. God's the one who told me don't be giving your energy out to people. And I can oblige with that. Oh, they do. The covert ones do. The overt ones, they don't hide their narcissism. I'd much rather deal with overt narcissists, and I know what I'm dealing with. These overt ones come in acting like they're freaking your friend, or your They come in to get information. They do. They come in to get information. They come in to freaking. Oh yeah. Same here. Same here. Friends and family. I've had friends and family. I know a lot of these people are from past lives. Absolutely. She said, I want you to get on that channel that I told you all about. It's very empowering. Because we need to stop cowering away from these people and not be afraid of them. They're inferior to a super empath. Yep, and I pretty much had told the flying monkey by proxy. I'm like, look, I like you. You're an Aries, just like me. But I'm done. I'm done with it. I don't want to talk about this person. Please, if you're going to message me, I don't want to talk about him. I am done. I don't have the letter. I don't have any way of contacting him, and I don't want to contact him. If he contacts me, I'm calling the prison and I'm telling them I don't want to talk to him, and I will block the fucking number. I don't want nothing to do with this person anymore. Divine masculine or not. I'm done. Done. He's not siphoning my energy anymore, and he's not blocking me from happiness and getting and doing my. He's had me murdered for fucking Pete's sakes in past lives. I know that resonated, that hit me so hard. And I'm like, this makes sense now. Now I know he's either triggered other covert narcs to come into my life, or he put up a freaking boundary. Exactly, that's free will. It's my free will. We have free will. We don't have to be a puppet on the string of the narcissist anymore. Cut yourself off. Cut yourself free. When you do that, then all those energy cords have to go back to them. Send them into the freaking light and love. Of course, forgive yourself. Eventually, you'll be able to be like, they're so stupid, and just forgive them for their stupidity. Because they messed with the wrong fucking one. Because now we're on to them. Yes. Fuel yourself. I'm not even mad. I'm just trying to put a fire under your guys' ass to say, you want to know what? We got to cut the hose. Clamp that hose. They're not getting no more fuel. They need to look at themselves. And if they can't do that in this lifetime, tough shit. We still have a divine right to be happy. We have a divine right to end this toxic cycle of abuse. And that's exactly what it is. Yep. I'm the male, divine, feminine. I know this. I know. Eric's a divine feminine too. And he talks about gender rules and that. So, I have no issues with that. A lot of people say I'm a divine masculine. They think I'm divine masculine. No, I'm not. I'm a divine feminine. However, I do right now and over the past year, I have been more in my masculine energy because I've been in survival mode. I've been in protection mode of myself, of my own heart. I'm not just going to, I'm not just going to give my nurturing and love to just anybody. Yes. And I started my channel to help people in this community to get free and to tell all you guys you're not alone. We all deal with these people. That's why I started speaking out against this. And there is a healthy form of narcissism. It's called self-esteem and being able to generate your own energy and not siphon it from other people. That's what the super empath is. We generate our own energy, and it's from our divine relationship with the Creator. And one way that you tap into that feminine energy, I know. I love you too, Jess. You got this. Just have to stay on the, and I get it, like, there's a lot of people who say, you're a divine masculine in a feminine body. I'm like, no, I am in my masculine energy right now. You just never saw that divine feminine side of me. Because I usually come on here and I'm like, Urgh. But when I get in my creative mode and I'm doing things like that, that's all divine feminine. That's very healing. So, yes, it is a sliding scale. But a super empath is a very rare breed of hybrid empaths. Not every empath is a super empath. Because we could flip that switch and go supernova on somebody. Like, you guys have all saw me go supernova on people on here. Well, yep. Exactly. They get jealous. You all saw me go supernova, and it's not freaking pretty. I look very nasty and narcissistic when I go supernova on somebody. You saw me do it with my one family member, who shall be nameless. It happens. But you have to freaking stop. You have to put your foot down and say, you're not abusing me anymore. I'm not going to oblige with what you want. I don't care if you don't like what I do. I don't care if you don't like who I am. That's on you, not on me. I'm going to do what God tells me to do, and screw you. A super empath is somebody who, they have the ability to destroy these narcissists. They are like the narcissist's worst nightmare because we expose them. And most empaths, they don't want to do that. It's very tricky. Yes, labels are a very tricky thing. But the thing is I have the ability to empathize with people, and they don't. And going supernova takes a lot of energy out of you. When you go supernova on somebody, like I had to with the one family member, when I pretty much called the person out, and people could be like, oh, that's a smear campaign. You're very welcome. You have the ability to generate your own energy. You're not being a life-sucking leech off of the people all around you. You have your own energy source because you are divinely connected to the Creator. They don't have that. So they leech it off of other people, and they siphon other people's energy. It's called fuel. That's what they live for. When we're... Yes? Yep. And we can... They know not to fuck with you anymore. Because you'll call them out. Yes. That's why I had said, grab yourself some crystals. If you have to cut out the cord again, there's all kinds of meditation with Archangel Michael on here to do that. You could do that yourself. And then put up that shield. You could put up that violet shield. I have a great meditation for you. It's only like 7 or 8 minutes long. And I'll put it down in the comments when this uploads. It's probably going to take till tomorrow to be up on my YouTube, because that's sometimes what happens. But I'll put that in the... let me see if I can find it on my other phone. Hang on. I have it in my superpowers. Yeah, they are... Dude, my health has gone downhill because of these people. And you have to take care of yourself. Because you can't take care of anybody else until you take care of yourself first. We have to recognize it for what it is, though. And this is what's been holding back the collective. This is what's been holding back the collective. They're stuck on the divine masculine, divine feminine thing, which I understand that. But when you know that they're not going to change, and you honestly realize... Yes, with great power does come great responsibility. When you know somebody's not going to change, and you have to release that person. You're not going to change them. You can't be their savior. They have to be able to save themselves like we have. They can't live off our energy source anymore. Yeah, exactly. Don't cross us. We will destroy you. And it's not that we want to have to do this. Honestly, I always give people warnings. I give people warnings first. Why they don't heed the fucking warning is beyond me. Because when I go off, I'm going to go all the way off. And if it gets to the point where they still think that they can rail against me, then I'm going to expose even more of what I know. Got that? And they don't want their little tricks and shit exposed to everybody. You can set all kinds of clear boundaries you want. They're the best at pushing boundaries. Where's it at? Hang on. I'm looking for it. I don't know if it's on that playlist. I thought it was. When I'll find it, I'll put it in the description. Yeah, they'll blame it on it. Was don't you know it was your fault? No, they love boundaries because they want to see if they can cross them until you actually. That's why I said when I cut this stream, get on the and I'm gonna be doing a collab video with this person. So on this YouTube channel, check out Divine Conversations DON reading with the from last Friday, and then please get on and watch all of the Super Empath videos and see if they resonate with you. Because many empaths are still in incubation, ready to supernova motherfucker. They're at that point where they're just like, I've had enough. And you just the chart. Pretty much, yeah. I black out sometimes. So yeah, they're very like his channel is Empaths Uprising, it's called. EMPATH Uprising. Check it out. Six-year dry spell. Oh boy. I don't give a shit. And I'm gonna let y'all know it's been coming back up again because it was something that has been beyond all this. It's something that I want to do, and I don't like really putting this out over the airwaves because I don't want anybody to thwart my efforts. But if God's all about it and it's coming up again, ain't no devil, ain't no narcissist, ain't no piece of shit gonna stop what God has planned for me. So I'm going to be putting my name in for some federal jobs in DC. Because it's time that these crooked and corrupt narcs running this country lose theirs, and that the empaths actually. Oh yes. Yep. Yep. Hey, I know the First Lady. I've been saying I want to work with human trafficking victims. As long as Donald Trump gets reelected, I will be putting in for them. Because I know the First Lady is running her big thing. A lot of it, besides education, is for human trafficking victims. And I've been studying this topic for 8 years. 9 years, since I was in school. Since 2010. 10 years, I'm sorry. Since pretty much 2010. 2014 is where I really started looking into the whole 2012, 13, 14 is when I, yes, I am. Can I use you as a reference? It would be great. Because I can't use my local government here. I got fired from them freaking idiots. And that's who I'm going to be talking about when I do my collab video with Empaths Uprising. I'm going to be talking about what happened to me in that freaking office. Oh, yes. I told you I was not done with them. Now it's time to expose. I already talked to him today through Instagram Messenger. I'm going to expose the local government and the corruption. And what our local tax dollars are paying for. Yep. I know they are. I know they're pissed. Why do you think, dude? Here's the thing. I'm neither a Republican nor am I a Democrat. Trump's not a Republican either. People think he's GOP. No, he's not. He's not. He's actually very much a moderate, very moderate. He was more liberal. You're welcome. It's my pleasure to take this path. This was what I was supposed to do. I'm going to be putting my name in. I don't know if I'll be working for the feds. I don't know if I'd like to work under the First Lady and her organization. But, or if they can put me in a direction where I can actually help get human trafficking victims or help with human trafficking victims. That's what I want to do. I wouldn't even, because I have a criminal justice associates and I have a sociology major, political science, which most people don't realize this. I'm actually pretty smart. Spirit put me on this path. This is all God. I had to find out who I was first. Yes, I did. I sure did. I hope they can keep her alive. I still think that they should put her in the White House, in a room, lock her in a room, make a cell in the White House. That way they can have her under lock and key and have guards there instead of trusting a prison to do this. That's the safest place for that person to go to trial. There's no safer place in the White House. I know I need my own nonprofit, but I think that this is I probably will do that after I have this under my belt. After I have this under my belt. Because I know I need training. I do. Trying to cut me off YouTube, huh? Fuck you, YouTube. Oh, it's all good. YouTube, I understand. You don't like what I'm saying. At least I'm not talking about China. We can get on the China discussion, YouTube, if you'd like. And what China's doing to expand. I know all about that, too. I've been doing my research. Stop censoring people. Yeah, I'm no dummy. When I don't get on Facebook, when I don't get on YouTube and do lives and stuff like that, and I'm kind of like, you know, I'm doing research. I'm watching shit. I know what's going on down in the Southwest Pacific. Buying up freaking little islands with a lot of gold on them. I'm not fucking stupid, China. Neither are we. We know what you're doing. We see you. So what they have to do is they have to set off a virus so that they can kill a lot of people, because they know that if they can't come here and actually infiltrate the United States of America. You want to know why? Because most people have guns. They lose. That's why we have not been overran yet. Socialism ain't ever gonna fly here. Not with the Second Amendment. Yeah, I know. They're not dumb. Not at all. They want to take over the world like this. But let's not get on politics. We're not going to talk about politics. But we can talk about politics all day long. And the thing is it's just like I said, I could be such a spiritual advisor to the president as well. I wouldn't even need cards. I mean, I could do cards at nighttime. He wouldn't even need to know. Be like, all right, let's see what Kim Un-jun is doing. Oh, what's his next plan, Spirit? Oh, he's working with China? Hook up with YouTube, young Pharaoh. I like young Pharaoh. I probably don't have enough subscribers for him to want to actually collab with me, though. He's pretty, I know. I understand that. It has been made off the backs of oppressed people. But it's all people. It's all the freaking working class people. And now we're the working class poor. I'll have to look that up. I do like young Pharaoh, though. I like a lot of what he has to say. I'm not for the freaking segregation thing, though. I love my black brothers and sisters. I love my Hispanic brothers and sisters. I know. We're the working class poor now. Fascist society. Well, yeah, I like young Pharaoh. Like I said, I'm not cool with the segregation thing now. I'm not. I think that we all need to work together and get along. We need to come to some this is about good and evil. This isn't about black and white. It's about good versus evil. It's about stepping up into your rightful place and doing the right thing. I'm a big Peace Dealer fan now. That's my boy. Did you guys see his video from the other day where he's burning his mask? Like, that was the same. Well, I don't know about that. I don't believe in that. I don't think so. Believe me, there's a lot of white people who would lay their lives down for black people. I'm one of them. If I saw something happening to a black person in my neighborhood that didn't fucking deserve it, oh, you're damn straight I'm stepping in. I don't care if I get shot or not. That's how I feel. I look at someone's heart. I don't look at someone's freaking... I look at their actions and their heart. I don't look at somebody's outside appearance. I never did. And I bet they're beautiful biracial children. Like I said, I love all of my subscribers. I don't give a shit what color you are. Not at all. Exactly. It's not about race for me. Because here's the thing. You think I got this curly hair? This kinky curly hair? From my ancestors because I didn't have some black ancestors in my DNA? I've had past lives where I was African. So we're aware of this. A shaman had actually even told me this. I was 12 when I was murdered. I was killed in Africa in one of my past lives. Just in this incarnation, I incarnated as a white woman. Yeah? I've done this so many friggin' past lives. And it's the same toxic cycle that keeps on running and running and running. It's a spiritual issue. I know. white people I know. I'm telling you. And I come from a predominantly, like, I come from a very small city that most of the people here are white. And not anymore. Now it's not. We have a lot of south of the border here, and we have a lot of black people who are here that have moved in from either New York or Jersey. Yes, we all have been tricked in different ways. I saw that. I saw that. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, whatever. But I don't think anybody should have to have, in this country, should have to have any borders. I think we all should be able to roam freely. I don't think Indians should have to stay on a reservation. I mean, I get it, like, it's like, that's their own land, but really, is it? It's the same thing with, like, my houses. I still have to pay fucking taxes. I might have these houses, but I still have to pay a freaking mortgage and still have to pay taxes. And even when it's paid off, I still have to pay taxes. For owning my own house. So do I really own this place? And then they could come in. It's called eminent domain. Eminent domain? Yeah, I know Habasha Queen Dara D knows about this. They can come in and just take my house. Well, actually, I live on Native American territory. So ain't no motherfuckers own this town. The Native Americans own this place because I gave it back to them. Exactly. It doesn't belong to the government. It belongs to the people. It belongs to us. Dude, that song, This Land Was Your Land, This Land Was My Land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Spring waters, this land was made for you and me. It's true. Why do you think they made that song? This land is your land, this land. Yo, I can sing that all the time. This land is ours. Ain't nobody should freaking... However, I think that I should feel safe in my own damn house. Where my little spirit is. And I put the Native Americans all around my house. Like, I have a very good relationship spiritually with the overseer, because I gave it back to him, of this area, because they were here first. Earth is so ghetto. It is so low frequency and no offense, Mother Earth. We love you. Trying to raise your frequency is like freaking trying to pull this back teeth that I had to get pulled last week. My God, sifting through that freaking negative low vibration. Oh my God. Oh, so much fun. But we love you, Mother Earth. We do. We thank you for nurturing and caring and taking... Yo, she could just open up at any given time and spew out volcano. It's called... Well, she could go supernova too. If she really wanted to. She could. And she should. Ghetto of the verse. Well, hey, that was this song that we used to sing when I was in school. Well, technically the 1%, elites, they're the ones who own everything. Because they're the ones who make the laws. They're the ones who are in freaking Congress. And that's what it is. It's the 1%. We all fall under the other 99% of the have-nots. People think just because a lot of people have a light skin color that we're rich. That's not true. I made less. I haven't made a dime off YouTube this year. Not a dime. And I tell people, do not put anything into Super Chat because they steal our Super Chats. Don't do it. So, just don't. Yeah, it's the 1%. They're the 15 families who own this fucking world, well, who think they do, will pretty much own all the wealth. Everybody else is subject to them. And it doesn't matter the color of your skin. It really don't. I'm just as subject to the 1% as any black person is. I don't have a job. My job is doing this. And I have degrees and everything. I've been fucked over by so many damn narcissists. It's been Well, I'm a future billionaire too. I just got to get off of my freaking super dark. I just have to get off of my island. I got to get off of freaking Fort Augusta Island and then I'll be good. I got to get out of this area. That's the problem. I got to get out of here. Because there ain't shit I can do in this town. Not after I got screwed over. Mm-mm. Yes, exactly. And the thing is I'd rather be happy. You don't know my economic situation. I've made less than $12,000 last year. You don't know my economic situation. I have 3 years worth of taxes I have to pay. You don't know my economic situation. I'm not talking white and black here, so we can get off that subject right now. Yeah, I know. Well, the thing is I told my daughter, and she wants to start classes in the spring. She's going to take the fall and I think still work, try to work. I know. They still haven't let my lady out of the nursing home yet. I appreciate you too. I understand your plight though. I do. Trust me, I understand. It's not easy. I have somebody who owes me quite a bit of money. And I'm at the point where it's like... they have her stuffed because of COVID. They have her stuffed in a nursing home. She's my tenant. And she can't get out to pay me. So I've been living off of $650 a month. $650 a month. I don't get shit from YouTube unless I'm doing readings. And I have sold a little bit of my product and stuff. I haven't really been able... I was hoping they were supposed to release the prisoner last freaking... They were supposed to release her to go back to home. And then she could have paid me what she owes me. We're going on $749, $35. And I pay all the utilities there. So let's just get that out. 7, 40, 20, 20, 35. She owes me $4,200 right now. Hi, Shamanic Healer. How are you doing, hon? I don't know anything about that, but if you can tell me, she doesn't have a power of attorney. She has family that hasn't even bothered to talk to her since she's been in there. But she does not have a legit power of attorney. And she had actually said that she doesn't even trust her family now at this point since she had to go into the nursing home. And then they started saying that there was 30 people down there that have COVID. My grandmother was one of them, supposedly. My grandma's still alive, folks. She was asymptomatic, supposedly. Fucking liars! Liars! I'm telling you, we're being freaking lied to. You heard me fucking punch my headboard there. So I need to get a job, like beyond doing all this. Well, because of COVID, I haven't had to pay any of the utilities yet, but they're racking up. They're racking up. So I have taxes, which are like over $3,000 between this and that place. Yep. I'm not mad at her. She wants out. And I did all of the work at that apartment. I let them know 2 weeks ago. All the work's done. I let them know before I went to the beach that she can go back there safely. And they have not called me back yet. To let me know when she's being released. I know I'm protected. I'm just like, my gosh. I know I'm protected to a degree. Just, I gotta get a job. I have to get a job beyond doing just this and my business and all that other stuff. I have to get a job. I gotta figure out a way to make some money. I did apply where my daughter's working, but they didn't call me. So, it happens. I'm too qualified, probably. Okay, well, like I said, we need to talk after this thing because I need your assistance. I don't know what to do. Um, Anna was saying about making me her guardian or PO, like power of attorney. Well, I wish I had the money to hire a lawyer so that I could sue this fucking town. I'm not even kidding. As much as this town has screwed me over, between working down at freaking the local government in behavioral health and what that fucking covert narcissistic boss did to me, and then all the shit that I'm dealing with as far as like with my tenants and all the tenants that I fucking had to deal with that didn't pay me their fucking rent, and I either way. Yeah, I gotta get a job. I gotta figure something out beyond just what I do. Um, well, they basically could do that with mine too. If I don't get these freaking taxes paid. I've been storing up money, that's trying to, and everything's gonna go toward that. And then as soon as they lift the thing, she's in a nursing home. And I'll probably be the one to go pick her up.
Wish I could have somebody freaking call down there and be like, look, release the prisoner. The house is ready. She can go home. Everything's done. Well, for a contract lawyer, well, considering this town is so fucking corrupt, all the lawyers work together in this county. I had a divorce lawyer. I kid you not. It was for my custody for my son. There was a technicality that my other attorney had put in our divorce papers that said that if my ex, anytime I needed for me to make sure my son was safe, if I had any kind of inkling that he wasn't safe, I could call and make sure that he wasn't using drugs. I had that technicality in there. And he had one of the best lawyers here in Sunbury. I got a lawyer first out. I'm about to. I have to talk to them, and they didn't call me back yet. They're not allowing anybody in those doors. They stop you at the front door. My poor grandmother hasn't had any kind of face-to-face contact with anybody since March, when this shit broke. They shut that nursing home right up. That's why I haven't been able to go down there and get her and take her to go to the bank to get my money. Yeah, well then I'm going to have to pay them out of my pocket. I got to pay my taxes. And all these freaking other bills. I told my daughter that like I said, I'm ready to freaking put my name in and scoot my ass right to DC and start doing what I need to do for me. I'm done sticking around here. I'm going to put all of this stuff underneath Z Bowen Agency, and my daughter's going to stay here and take care of my animals, because I could be traveling back and forth from here to DC. That's my plan. So I want to work in DC. I want to get involved, heavily involved, in doing the right thing for everybody in this country. This isn't just about me. This isn't about my financials. I don't want to talk about my financial situation anymore. The more I talk about it, the more frustrated I get. So I want to move on with my life. I want to move on and actually be able to start helping victims of abuse, especially with human trafficking and stuff like that. I know I don't look so great today, but I came on last night for about 2 minutes and I was like, nobody's getting on here, I'm getting off. And then I got a really good night's sleep. I was like, I feel great. I feel good. But I didn't really wash my hair and this hurts. Okay. I will check it out. I'll see if I can find somebody. Because I asked them, do I need to lawyer up? Like, what do I have to do here? Do I have to lawyer up? Because it's going 6 months that I haven't received rent. Thank goodness they started opening up the salons and stuff. Oh, I hate to be complaining though. I agree. Now, there was 2 apartments that weren't rented out for 2 years now. The one finally just got a tenant in it, but I got to call down there and make sure he put his money in for his rent. So, I'm keeping a good eye on this shit now. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. I ain't having people taking me across ever again like I had. No. We're allowed to evict people. And this has been 6 months now. They've held her as prisoner down there. I get it. She was doing basically the nursing home was like a fucking prison for old people. Well, I'm trying to, I will figure something out. And I will definitely talk about getting a lawyer. I think if I even have somebody call there as a lawyer and say, you need to release that. If she's not getting physical therapy anymore. Oh, I'm going to because of all the interest. All the interest that I had to pay because I couldn't pay this shit, it's all getting written down as a loss. All of it. I didn't get no stimulus check either. Let's just put that out there. I didn't get no stimulus check either. I got nothing from the government. Nada. I don't get food stamps. I don't get anything from the government. I got no government assistance. I do have government health insurance, though. I do have that. Because I do actually have, I have a few little health issues that I can actually... Well, it's all getting written off. And the thing is they're like, how are you surviving on very little food and water? And the water is polluted here. Very polluted. They're fucking poisoning our water system, by the way. So I tell everybody, if you can go get spring water, do that. Go get natural spring water. You might have to go once a week, but still, it's worth it. Well, what comes out of those spigots, and what we're washing our hair, and I'm understanding now why many of us are sick. We have a calcified pineal gland, fluoride in the water, amongst other sediments. You should see I have to clean my toilet like every day because there's a freaking film. It's disgusting. Yeah, it's going on with me too. I do. I care about all of the American descendants of slavery, including the Slavic slaves, in which my family line was a part of. If you don't know about the Slavic slave trade, I suggest you look it up. It wasn't just black people who were slaves. The Irish were too. Germans were too. If you were poor and you were a slave in another country, they could sell your ass, in which my ancestors were. They were on slave boats that came here to the United States. And they were white. It's not about color, dude. It's not. Nobody talks about people who were white that were slaves. This is karmic, like Habasha Queen Dara D said. And ancestral. At least the line I was born into, because I'm really not of this freaking... I just came in here to clear karmic debt. That's what I'm here for.
for this family line. I don't even consider myself of this freaking world, to be honest with you. This is just a freaking shell. It's what's on the inside. Trust me, they were poor. My sister and I have been tracing, we've done our ancestry. We've traced it all the way back to where we came from. However, now she actually went one step further and did a DNA swab. I won't do that. I'm like, there's no motherfuckers taking my DNA. Mm-mm. The generational curses I had to break for this family, and I'm still trying to break, are big ones. I'm not even a victim of my own natal chart, even though I kind of am. If you guys knew about my natal chart, oh my God. Some of you do. Some of you do. My natal chart is a big ass square. Square, square. A cardinal square. And oppositions. So for the last, since Pluto went into Capricorn, I've been fucked. In every single arena. That's when all the narcissists came in and started showing up, and that I really actually understood what they were. That's when they really came in and wreaked havoc in my life in 2008. Yeah, that's when that all happened. My natal chart. I'd transcend that bitch. That's what I kept on saying. I have a Grand Cardinal Cross. Of the outer planets. Yeah. And I have Chiron in Aries, so I'm having my Chiron return right now. I have a stellium in Aries. Jupiter and the Sun in Aries with Chiron there. Expanding on that hurt and pain of coming into this fucking family. Into this world. I have Libra as my rising sign with Pluto there. I'm a Capricorn moon, and I have Saturn in Cancer. 17 degrees, which we just hit the other day. That was the day where I said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn anymore. And I have Neptune in I have Neptune in Sag. So the philosopher, the healer, the esoteric, the stuff that I do spiritually, and the philosophical things that I just kind of know, is that, and my North Node is there too, is all because of that. My South Node's in Gem. Mars in Aquarius, fighting spirit. Using intellect. And upper echelon thinking. Strategic. I have Mercury at 27 degrees Pisces. Lilith is there too. Right now, I guess Lilith is moving into Aries too, right along with freaking Chiron and Mars. So, you guys, please, I'm asking you, give me lenience over the next 6 months. Please, give me lenience. That could be going off the deep end sometimes, yeah. When I call these people out for their bullshit. And lies and manipulation. I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat. I love the human race. People who have a soul. Not soulless creatures. People who have a soul. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help. And I'm really good at reading tarot cards, too.
which really flies underneath the freaking skin of a lot of freaking covert. They, especially that divine masculine person that I was, yeah, him. He did not like it when I bring my tarot cards around him because he knew all about them. Dark magician. He was dark magician. He could project his freaking energy from a prison cell and still have me feel freaking bad for him. Fuck that, dude. No, 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 no. You put yourself there. I didn't put you there. You did that all by your own lonesome. And he's white, by the way. 5 to 15 for drug offense. Mm-hmm. He didn't get a slap in the wrist. It was a probation violation, actually. For a gun. A hunting rifle that his grandfather had passed down to him. They found that. That's what they actually put him in prison for, was more the gun thing. Because he was on probation and wasn't supposed to have that gun. And he wouldn't. Give it to somebody else to hold for him until he was off probation. Well, that's his own stupid fault. Not my problem. That's his fault. Have a good one. I understand your thing, whatever. You do whatever you feel is correct. I'm cool with that. Peace out. I love you. Yeah, I know. Have a good one. Yanni Plant Beauty Services. So yeah, it's more or less transcending this dumb chart. I don't even want to talk about racial stuff on here. I don't. Because I don't agree with it. I don't look at people from that. That's just something that's so far removed from me because I don't see that in people. A lot of the clearings and a lot of the readings I've done, and if Jess is still on, I've done for people who aren't white. Most of the people I've done readings are people who were of color. And all ethnicities. I know. I know we're all connected. And that's the thing. That's why I don't like segregation. Because we're all connected. I want economic justice too. Because I've been screwed by these narcissists. But I'm not going to freaking sit here and blame them because I gotta pull myself out. Yeah, I know. I know. Hey, I allowed the abuse to happen to me. I didn't stand up for myself. With a lot of people. I was a doormat. Well, not anymore. When I get my job in human trafficking, I will be like Mama Teresa and help those babies. I want to be placed in the Fed and go in and actually pull these babies out. I want to do something that's going to nurture my soul because I'm nurturing somebody else's soul and helping them. But it's not even just, it's about doing the right thing for everybody. The 1% does not look at color, trust me. The only color they look at is green. That's it. Or gold. They could care less. They'd take me out if they could too. I'm a threat to them.
Just like the Peace Dealer's a threat. Just like the Blue Crew is all a threat. Young Pharaoh is a threat. We're all a threat if we stick together. But when we choose to go our own way, I want to stay connected to my black brothers and sisters. I have just as much love for them as more love for my YouTube than I do my extended family. That's the honest to God, I swear on my kids' lives, that's how I feel. I've cut off extended family. My YouTube family, the Peace Dealer is more my brother. I'd take him into my family any damn day. He's like my brother. I absolutely adore him. If you know who that is. Yeah, they are dead inside. They're disgusting. That's what they use these. That's what they do with these babies. Yeah, I saw some pretty. I was doing some pretty crazy shit. No, because they're gonna come under the biggest freaking judgment that we've ever witnessed. But we need to stick together. We need to do it together. And us raising our vibration and staying in the highest vibration, which is love, not fear. Fear is the lowest vibration. Love is the highest vibration. Yeah, it's pretty much here too. It's pretty much here too. Hang on a minute. I just got a message. So, yeah, if you guys want to, I'll let you know when the collab's going to happen. I'll put it up on my thing. I'll be exposing local government. I hope you staged that place real good. It wasn't Uncle Joe, was it? Wasn't Sleepy Joe, was it? Well, Gen X is going to have to be the Libra generation in there that's going to have to say, we're not now. Nope. Not allowing this. I do know a lot of millennials are waking up. My kids are extremely awake to everything that's happening. They are extremely awake to everything that's happening. And I've already told them plans. How did I know this? First person out my mouth. How did I know this? How did I know that? And I agree. At one point, we will have a younger president. I think the age that you can run, I think, is like, what? You have to be 40, 42, something like that. You have to be a certain age.
Well, considering the Libra generation is all about government structures, and the Gen Xers, which I am, and so is the Pluto and Scorpio as well. Remember, they're going to have to be the ones. I'm not being no fucking peacemaker. I have Uranus at 1 degree Scorpio. I have my Mars in Aquarius. I have Uranus 0 degree Scorpio. 1 degree Scorpio. You should run. I thought it was in the 40s or something, but I knew it was a certain age. I know it's a certain age for you to be able to run. I thought 35 was for Congress. No, we have young Congress people going in. Congress doesn't. Hold on a minute. There's a 25-year-old that's running for Congress right now down in North or South Carolina. He seems very Republican-ish, and I don't like that. Okay, it is 35. I knew you had to be up there. Okay, it very well could be. Maybe it's Congress, the House of Reps, you can be younger. Should run for governor for Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. Pennsylvania needs you. We do. Get fucking Tom Wolf out of here. Okay. You're right. I have to look it up. But I'm pretty sure you're right. I think it has to do with, like, life. Well, I think we are ready for a woke president. I think the majority... The thing is, we got to get these fucking Dracos out of here. If you're a financial advisor, I think you'd be awesome. Like I had said already, I'm like, they confiscate this freaking the top 1% and all these freaking minions that they have, redistribute that wealth amongst the freaking population. That I know. The I-95 is freaking horrible. It is. It's terrible there. I would like to be right around Marylandish, in between like Gettysburg and like the Maryland area there, so I wouldn't have such a long commute into DC. Like I said, I'm going to have to figure something out because I can't commute back and forth. I mean, once I get settled and if whatever they would have me do, I could probably do a lot of things remotely. Nice. I could do a lot of things remotely if it comes to detective work but there'll be some things where I'd have to go in and if I have to do rescue ops, which I'm not opposed to, by the way. My kids are grown. Something happens to me, I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I trust God. God will take care of me. I have the right to carry a gun. But those babies need proper placement and not in human services under any kind of government corrupt agency or local government agency where they get confiscated either. Thank God my kids are older. Oh my God, I said to Olivia today, because of everything they're doing with the schools and the buses and all this other stuff, I said to her today, I'm like, I'm so glad you graduated. I'm so glad. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, I'm going to be looking to see. It might be Homeland Security. They might have some kind of jobs about that. United Nations. That's foreign, isn't it? You mean going across seas and doing rescue ops? I'd do that if they sent me. I don't want to work with other world governments, though. I really don't. I don't want to work under any kind of Russian. I don't want to work in Russia with Russian, and I don't want to work with China, and I don't want to. I mean, I'd love to go into other countries and help, as long as I was severely protected. Like I said, this local government here and what these people did to me, working in there, pushed me back for a little bit, and had me a little bit gun shy. Well, they're small fish. That's a small fish to fry. See, and I kind of feel the same way. Well, here's my thing, okay? When I was doing my research about prostitution and human trafficking, it was the United Nations that wanted the United States to make prostitution legalized in the United States. They were pushing for the United States to actually make prostitution they wanted it a global legalization. You know why? Because of the human trafficking. Talking Archer's Oracle in here. Aww. Well, it's more or less like I probably would get very attached to people in other countries. It's not the people that I won't want to work for. It's the corrupt governments. Not that ours isn't too, but it's bad enough I have to be under this corrupt government. I don't want to be under a worldwide corrupt government. Let me just put it that way. So, yeah, I would definitely do, as long as I didn't have any narcissistic bosses that were trying to fucking gaslight me and trying to freaking have everything come down on me when it's them that are doing the corruption, not me. You know, they need the fall guy, right? Oh, the Holland would be beautiful to go to. Everybody needs a fall guy, and that's usually the narcissist. They're always looking for the person to blame, and that's what they did to me. It's like, that was like a big hit. Like, that hurt. It's like, All I'm trying to do is help my people. And because I didn't buckle under their pressure, they fired me. I want to stay as far away from China as possible. Mm-mm. The way they treat women there, no way. Well, I'm a super empath. They should be very scared of me. It's just I don't have the freaking. I need the backing. They can put me on special ops. I don't mind. As long as I know what as long as we're on the same page, as long as I'm working for somebody, I'm not going to be somebody's fall guy. Not going to be somebody else's fall guy. And yeah, our president has been the one that has been screwed, gaslit, lied about, media freaking always lying about the man. And then they want to blame him for everything that goes wrong. Well, I'm sorry, but he's done more. At least tried to do more than any president I've ever known since I've been in this life. Nixon was a complete fucking joke. Reagan was pretty good. I didn't mind President Reagan, to be honest with you, and he wasn't a politician either. He was not. Then the Bushes, oh my God. Let's not talk about them either. My blood boils when I talk about them. I know. He also owned a lot of oil, and he also was part of the problem. Reagan was a hoot. He also was part of the problem and what happened to 9/11. He was a part of that. He wanted that Saudi oil. Distraction. Then they put a bunch of our boys and women and men in, Queen keeps having me talk about it. Sorry. Whitewater. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't really mind Reagan, to be honest with you. Our economy was booming then. I mean, nobody was really, in my family, was really rich, but they all at least could work, for the most part, when I was growing up. My dad had 3 jobs. Never around. Couldn't really raise us, because he was always off doing something. Okay. Either way, this is already 2 hours and 14 minutes long. I'm going to get off of here now. Well, I'm not going to talk about them. Whatever. They're a part of the 1%, though. They're in that elite club, too. But, blessings and love for you, too. I'm going to ground myself. Check out Empath Uprising.
Well, what are we gonna do? Let's confiscate the 1%'s money. That's what we have to do. We need to be taken down. Yeah, inflation. Inflation 12.0. I love this. I love you too. I love you too. Yeah, I'll let you all know when I do my collab vid. Where he mentioned about doing a collab video, and his channel has only been like out for 4 or 5 months. Like he knows this is like a 2020 uprising thing, and I'm like, I feel this. So yeah, I will definitely come on. I will talk about my little stint in local government. I ain't done with them. I'm gonna expose them for exactly who they are and what they did. And they can sit there and lie and sit there and freaking gaslight and sit there and say it's not the truth when they know fucking damn well it is. Had me fired. I'm gonna tell you what. I wish I could he said I won't say no names. They know who they are. And I saw a coworker that I used to work with, and I warned her I wasn't done yet. Oh, I ain't done yet. It's just now beginning. So, you guys take care. Get on that channel that I told you about. And and yeah, I know. Well, I think that people need to understand that there's a lot of people who are in local government, like underneath these local government structures, or they get help from these local government structures, and they're being medicated out their mind. Well, I don't know if a local government can go out of business, but I wish that they would all get fired from the top down and be replaced with people who had empathy. I want all of them taken out. That was like going into the fucking snake pit for this girl. That was like being around a bunch of vipers. That's why I did not like going into that office. Anytime I did, it was like I just felt my energy just... I hope they do go out of business. All of them. You're welcome. Just creating awareness. I love Frozen too. Let it go. Let it go. However, we're not going to mention hashtag ElsaGate. We won't mention hashtag ElsaGate in YouTube. And Ambassador Queen Dara D knows exactly what I'm talking about. Fucking sick people. Like I said, I've been doing my research. Checking all this shit out. I'm like, huh. They're freaking priming our freaking public schools. Priming our public schools to start teaching our children in kindergarten how to masturbate. Over-sexualizing our kids. No, I want you all to do your own research. Research it for yourself. There's a lot on YouTube you can find about it. Hashtag ElsaGate. Check it out. It's called programming. Yeah, thanks Turtle Smith for coming on. I appreciate it. I haven't saw you in a while, so I'm going to be doing, like I said, over the weekend I'm going to do a light worker reading, and I'm going to do Libra's reading.
And I think Aquarius, since there was 2 votes for Aquarius, I'm going to do Pisces. I'm going to try and get some mid-months out. We'll see which all I can get out. So, that's what I'll do. Oh, look at that. I got flab here. See, I got to start lifting weights again. Come here, kitten. Lift up. Jack is enough for me to lift. My gosh, that's my 40-pound kitty bell. She's only like a 5, 10-pounder. Jack's my 40-pounder. All right, I'm off of here. I'm just rambling now at this point. I love you guys. Take care. So, I shall talk to you all later. And be looking out for the Lightworker Starseed. Yep. Disney's also part of this whole corruption, too. Just throw that out there. I love you guys. You guys take care. See you later. Bye.